Since biblical times, man has witnessed and recorded strange manifestations in the sky and speculated on the possibilities of visitors from another world.
Hello, and welcome back to the Ask Johnny channel. You know, have you ever pondered whatever happened to this particular thing or that particular thing? Well, today we're looking at one of the bloody greatest mysteries the world has ever known. Hey Johnny, before you know it, here we are back for another exciting episode. G'day Johnny, we must be doing something right. Now what have you got for us today? Righto Johnny, we've got Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell's from Alaska. Hello to everybody up in Alaska. Keep watching us for Christ's sake, especially Tinkerbell. But Johnny, Tinkerbell asks Johnny, we love your shows on ancient mysteries and strange events. But there are some mysteries out there that we don't seem to hear about much these days. What's going on, Johnny? Do these mysteries, do they still exist? Signed Tinkerbell from Alaska. And she's got kiss, kiss, kiss there. Thanks, Tinkerbell. Johnny, what's going on with these old, there's a few out there you don't hear much about these days, Johnny. Most of them were from the golden years of bullshit theories, the 1970s. Man had just landed on the moon. He had set his foot on another bloody planet, or well, it was just the moon. And that seemed to spark all dreams of us, dreams of all this amazing stuff going to happen in the late 20th century. But it ended up fuck all happened, Johnny. We didn't go anywhere. We were fundamentally told that by 1984, I remember it, we were going to be on Mars in 1984. Now it's just left to bloody Elon. It seems Elon on his own is going to get us to Mars. But, well, buggered if I know when he's going to get us to Mars. But by Jesus, he keeps saying we're going to get to Mars. Oh, Elon, yeah, he's a bloody goer. Were we ever going to get to Mars or what? Yeah, it was a great era. The 70s were a great time for bullshit theories to just manifest themselves. Who could forget hearing about the Yeti?
It was late in the afternoon on November the 8th, 1951, and Shipton and the expedition's Dr. Michael Ward were working on a glacier a couple of miles from here. And then suddenly they came across a set of huge footprints that went away from them down the glacier.
All right, go ahead.
You don't hear much about the Yeti these days, Johnny. Perhaps they're extinct. That's something for the World Wildlife Fund to perhaps investigate. Send a multifaceted expedition there to try and find the exact numbers of the Yeti. And one of my favourites that comes to mind is the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, the Bermuda Triangle. Back in when I was a youngster, Johnny, you seem to hear something about the Bermuda Triangle every second bloody day. Jesus, Johnny, that was a bloody beauty back in... it all started back in the bloody... in the 40s, Johnny, with those 5 or 6 planes going...
Lauderdale, Florida, December 5th, 1945. A squadron of Navy torpedo bombers, collectively known as Flight 19, takes off for what is supposed to be a routine training mission over the Atlantic Ocean.
If you've heard of the Bermuda Triangle, then you will have undoubtedly heard of Flight 19. After all, this famed flight is what led to the coining of the phrase for the triangle in the first place. Flight 19 is the collective name for 5 U.S. Navy bombers that took off on a training exercise in 1945 and never came home.
Things were going missing and the ships were sinking and there were vortexes and there were portals. Yeah, you're hearing about it every second bloody week, Johnny. There were portals to alien worlds and Christ knows what. And it was a bloody fun time. Although these days they're just sitting on the bottom there, they've found them. But that's beside the point. Oh, flying saucers, yeah, they've always been a good bloody source of entertainment.
The Bermuda Triangle. Said to be a mysterious vortex claiming lives, ships, and planes at will.
And all bloody ships are seemingly disappearing. That's what happens when a ship sinks. It just disappears.
And all those cases have one strange thing in common. The infamous Bermuda Triangle.
चूंकि इसमें रिसर्च भी बहुत सारी चीजें की करनी थी. Bermuda Triangle.
Stretching from Miami, north to Bermuda, and south to Puerto Rico, is known to swallow victims.
But Johnny, there are many YouTube channels out there trying to keep the spirit of the Bermuda Triangle going with bullshit documentaries and silly fucking films on the whole thing. They're doing their best to resurrect it.
It's a mysterious place on Earth.
Frightening stories of ships and planes vanishing over a mysterious spot in the Atlantic Ocean known as the Bermuda Triangle.
The most mysterious place on Earth அப்படின்றது நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் தெரிஞ்ச ஒரு விஷயம் தான். அந்த Bermuda Triangle போய்
And you can't blame them for that, Johnny, surely.
Is that the world is now chock full of unknown anomalies. They used to be observed only in the Bermuda Triangle, but now they're found everywhere.
It's called the Bermuda Triangle.
People have supposedly vanished into the Bermuda Triangle is unclear.
A triangular patch in the Atlantic Ocean defined by Puerto Rico, Florida, and Bermuda has enjoyed a rather sinister reputation for decades.
Once you went down in the Bermuda Triangle, Johnny, there seemed to be no coming back. You were gone. You were gone without a trace.
Map. You can imagine a triangle whose tips reach Miami, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda.
Triangle is a mysterious place in the Atlantic Ocean that has boggled our minds for centuries.
And I think, Johnny, it'd be great to return to those naive days back in the 70s when we just about believed everything that come on the TV. It didn't matter what bloody show was on, we believed it.
I hardly know what to tell you about the next half hour, except that it has been reported as true by those to whom it happened.
Oh, yeah, it was a simpler time, Johnny. Now it's very difficult, Johnny, to come up with a decent bloody conspiracy theory or mystery that people won't just dismiss as a lot of fucking bullshit. Well, what did you think of that, the Bermuda Triangle, hey? Yeah, I hope and pray that it keeps going. It reminds me of the words of the great Confucius, who said, man who go to the Bermuda Triangle is he crazy.
Rifleman!